Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining, I am Jennifer, a full-time reseller. Today's video is a final follow-up, wrap everything up of what has been going on for the last 2 weeks. If this is your first time, I'm going to go through from start to finish of what happened in this incident. If you've already watched the beginning couple sagas of this, maybe this is a refresher, but I do want to tell you all the details on how everything finalized. Okay, so this is not clickbait, my friends. This item got me sued. Legit, served, talking all the details with an attorney. I legit got sued for selling this item. So taking it back to the beginning, I was at Disneyland with my daughter and my sister. She has a dance team that she's on, and they got to perform at a Disney stage in California Adventures. I get an email just before that from an attorney and from eBay, both coinciding, about being served for selling counterfeit items, or in particular one counterfeit item. This attorney basically sent me the subpoena with 280 other people that were listed in this case. I was able to Google the case number, so it was legit. My eBay account was put on hold. I was able to sell and list, but I was not able to withdraw any money. So they completely froze my eBay account. They completely froze my PayPal account. This was legit. So I know a lot of people at the beginning were like, oh, this is a scam. It's fraud. Don't pay them anything. Get with an attorney. So it was legit. Everything lined up. If you go into the case, it actually says like Desert Sellers as a defendant, plaintiff. I don't even know the difference, but I am served as part of this case. So the shock and the roller coaster that this gave me, I mean, that's an understatement to say that it was a roller coaster. It's been so emotional. The first video was the hardest to record because it was just so fresh. I had just got back 24 hours before. I was still in the thick of it. So make sure to check out that video if this is your first time hearing of this, because I do go into probably a lot more details in that one, and you'll see the raw reaction of what I was going through. So fast forward, I'm getting the paperwork, my account's frozen, I'm talking to the attorney, and thank you to multiple viewers and one viewer in particular that got me in touch with a local attorney. I met with him over the phone. He answered all my questions, and basically we came to the conclusion that I did the right thing. And by saying the right thing, I settled. When I was talking to the attorney, he gave me a dollar amount, and I could either accept that dollar amount or fight it and take it to court. The dollar amount, which I know a lot of other viewers or a lot of other people on YouTube have dealt with much, much higher charges. So when he told me $250, I just had the biggest sigh of relief. When I got this email and I was at Disneyland and I get this first email, the first thing I did was pray to God that this goes smooth, that it goes fast, that it's not as harsh as what my brain is thinking. Because you can only imagine, my brain is off thinking my account's shut down, I'm going to have to sell everything, we're going to lose the house. Like, I was going off the deep end, and that's just my ADHD brain. So I knew I needed to just stop and pray. And I know 100% that the reason this went as smooth as it did is because I have a very powerful God. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know if you're a believer or not, but I definitely have strong faith, and I do believe in the power of prayer. So I prayed about it. I let this whole thing go through. I talked to the attorney on Monday, and I signed the settlement. The other thing that he was talking about was that taking this to court or actually fighting it with an attorney, I wouldn't be able to find an attorney. Number one, he said no attorney in his right mind, her right mind, would take a case on a $250 retainer. Valid point. The other thing he brought up was because he knew the certain websites where you can go to see past cases, you could see some of them were going into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some businesses ended up getting completely shut down. You know, that far left field where my brain was going, theirs actually went there. Their brand got shut down, their website shut down, their eBay shut down. They had to change everything. They could no longer be their original brand. Like, it completely devastated them. So to know that I had the option of paying $250 to walk away was an absolute godsend. I know a lot of you have asked what the brand was, and I was waiting for the official settlement because there's something called a non-disclosure. And if that was in the actual settlement, a gag order, non-disclosure, I think they call it a few other things, but it was not in there. So they never once told me I can't say this brand. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware of this brand. I'm sure there's so many other counterfeits out there, which is why I can't say every brand that's counterfeit. I can tell you the one that I got in trouble for, and I know there's others out there. There was Oral-B and Gillette. That was a big YouTube video I watched. I think Otterbox was another big one that kept coming up. If you search for eBay lawsuits, you'll find hundreds of brands out there. But the one brand that got me in trouble, this was an item that I bought from the Amazon bins. Part of my agreement with their attorney, they had to know where I got the item so that they can start tracing it to its original source. Good luck. It's going to be somewhere in China. Good luck to them. But I did tell them the name of the Amazon bins that I got it, and they had me send them proof, of course, of how many I sold, and then, of course, promise not to sell it again. That's part of the settlement. So the brand that got me sued is LifeVac. LifeVac is a complete shock to me that this was the item that was counterfeit. I know there are counterfeit high-end brands. I know there's counterfeit purses. There's counterfeit shoes. There's counterfeit Stanleys. I encountered a fake Stanley at the bins today. LifeVac surprised me. So yes, I sold 7 of them, and I still had some in my store. So those are all removed. I have friends and family that still want them because I guess if you're dying from choking, you're going to want something to attempt to take it out. So if it's death or counterfeit LifeVac, I'm putting my money on this counterfeit LifeVac. So I did keep some of them for myself, and like I said, friends and family still wanted them. So if you are watching this, keep an eye out for these at your bins. I know it can be tempting. They're about $25 to $30 on eBay. There's still hundreds of them listed, hundreds of them sold. But it also means there's probably going to be hundreds of lawsuits in the near future. So the court case, this was a fun fact. I was going back to where he bought it from, or when he bought it from my store, and it was back in November. So we are filming this today, March 22nd, 2024. He purchased my item in November of 2023. So it took 4 months for them to go through all the court process to get this to happen. So what scares me is I've sold a lot of things from November to March of 2024. Who knows how many of them are real? And my confidence has absolutely plummeted. While I was able to move on from the financial side, yes, $250, it hurt. But when they first served me, I had almost $1,000 in that eBay account. So I originally thought they could take all of that they could garnish or do whatever court stuff and get access to that $1,000. So to know that I was getting away with $250, I was happy. Yes, it hurt. I don't want to minimize the impact of $250, but knowing that this impact could have been hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm pretty happy with my peanuts of $250. So like I said, my confidence, that's definitely more of a toll. That's more of the mental side of this. I'm doubting anything that I've purchased. I'm doubting anything that I'm selling. I'm doubting myself when I'm shopping. That's the part of it that's going to take a while to recoup from. So how can I learn from this? I think the biggest thing is when we are shopping at the bins, when we are shopping anywhere, double check your items. It's very easy to buy something and think, oh, look, it's a Stanley. And we don't tip it over and see that it's not. It's not branded on the bottom. It's a complete knockoff. Or in this case, this is a bad example because they did a really good job of counterfeiting these. But what else? Like if brands are fuzzy, if the logos are fuzzy, if it looks like it's a copy of a copy, it's not worth it. If you have any doubt in the legal status on the authenticity, that's a better word, authenticity of your item, put it back. It's just not worth it. The other thing that I'm noticing is bulk items. Like I even saw these today, and I'm going to keep seeing them because they're going to keep getting pulled from the Amazon shelves. When I'm buying things in bulk, is going to really make my brain extra think. like even going back, I'm nervous to say this out loud because I don't know if attorneys are even watching this, but going back to past items that I've purchased or sold, I've bought 3 or 4 of them. And are they real? I don't know. Are they fake? I don't know. But what's done is done, and I have fresh eyes now to kind of evaluate and make sure the items that I'm buying are legit. Am I going to continue to shop at the Amazon bins? Yes, I am. Some people say fool you once, shame on you, whatever the saying is. But I have new eyes. I know types of items that are kind of the one-off, it's been returned, those type of items. Yes, it could happen again. It could happen to any of us. And the number one recommendation that was mentioned in the comments of the last couple videos, but we've already done it personally, and that is change your business to an LLC. Talk to an accountant, talk to a tax advisor, whoever you need to talk to see if it's the right choice for you. But for this type of business, I did not think an LLC was going to be that huge of a benefit on that type of protection. We did it for tax savings, so sole proprietors aren't getting double taxed on certain stuff, but to know that it protects our personal assets from the business is a huge, huge safety net. It's a huge relief, and a huge protection. So I definitely recommend talking to somebody about that if you are a reseller. Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for the support during all of this. It was a heck of a roller coaster. I know we are now, gosh, it's like a week and a half? I think it's about a week and a half since this all started going down. As of yesterday, what's today? Today is Friday. So yesterday, Thursday, they released my funds. I got the email from the attorney on Wednesday, and I sent that over to eBay yesterday with the title urgent, the documents attached, release account, something like that. And within 30 minutes, my account was released. So I don't know if it was just a mix of the two of them, but I was a squeaky wheel, and my funds are released, and I am getting a payday finally after close to 2 weeks of being paid on eBay. Yeah, let me know down in the description if you've ever dealt with this. If you have any tips that you've found to dealing with this. We can't avoid it. And the sad thing is these items, while yes, I bought it at the bins, I could then go to a thrift store next week and see one on the shelf. I can go to Goodwill and see it on the shelf. I could go to a garage sale and see it on the shelf. Once it's out in the world, we're not going to stop it. And there's just a big eye-opener to the type of items that are getting counterfeit. And they're getting really good at it. Yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support. I appreciate it so, so much. You have no idea. I was nervous when I first started talking about this journey and what happened. But you guys have really had my back, and I absolutely can't thank you enough. So that is our final update. I will not talk about this again. Hopefully it'll never happen again. That's what I told the attorney. He messaged saying, okay, here's your final release. Have a nice day. And I'm like, thank you. Have a nice day. Hope to never hear from you again. Not the kind of person you want to see. It's like when you leave the doctor's office, see you later. No, thank you. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend and take care. Bye-bye.